Hello and welcome to Con Sports. Welcome to the ConNet pregame. Presented by, of course, ConNet. Join the server. Help us out here. And we are in Empire Field today. We've got the 1-2 Stallions who desperately need to play games. They're currently out of the playoff conversation, but if they get a win here, they can get right in it. If not, they'll have to play 2 more games. So every game counts for Ozzy and the Stallions. They did get a win here versus the War Dogs. 33-17. Can they repeat the success again at home? They've dueled with the greats. They've messed around with Jamestown. Can they get it done tonight and move to second in the division to set up a sort of division championship game versus Miami? Well, Ozuna's going to have to work hard at his goal. Really deep analysis here. We'll be right back after these messages. Really quick message, but whatever. We're here. It's prime time. It's going to be exciting. We have had quite the wait for this. Almost an hour's wait. And we're so close to this game starting. And the Braves, let's talk about them. 4-2, man. Great season so far for Hussar. He did start on a 2-loss streak, but he did eventually get the win versus the Stingrays in overtime, which proves he can perform in the clutch versus good teams. And he's got the supporter Raleigh by his side. If the Stallions win tonight, then Raleigh, their playoff path is made so much more difficult. Even if they have the games played advantage, they still have to play 2 games to take the lead over the Stallions if the Stallions do win here. But if not, then it'll be much easier. Maybe they just play an extra game or so to keep that advantage. As for the Braves, what do they have in store? Well, if they win tonight, they do take the lead in the division over Baltimore. However, that's at jeopardy. So Hussar, late in the season, if he wants a shot at the 1 seed in the President's Trophy, he's going to have to play more than this game, and he's going to have to win this game. And if not, then that just makes Miles' path so much easier to the division title. So to recap, it's Braves and War Dogs versus Stallions and Seagulls. I know that's kind of insane, but it affects 4 teams here in this playoff picture. And as this is the second to last night, the penultimate prime time of Season 20. We've just been waiting for Ozuna here, but I promise it'll get exciting as the game goes on. What does Ozuna have to watch out for? He has to watch out for Hamilton's strong, hard-hitting defense. You know, he stopped Dingus on a few important occasions to seal that 31-28 overtime win earlier today. And Ozuna is going to have to perform specifically on offense in the clutch. And we've seen him have an emergent defense. And it would also really, really help if he could get a stop on Hussar there. He has been proven before to be able to get an onside and to get right down the field in the 4th quarter. 13, 14-point rallies. So he has to watch out. And both of these teams know they have to be the clutcher one out there because so much is at stake. There's so much to gain, so much to lose. Tonight on Con Sports. You know, the huge. We'll be right back again. Welcome to COD Sports. It's a late night game. Waited an hour for this one. It's a tough affair between the 1 and 2 Stallions and the 4 and 2 Braves at the historic Empire Field. Stallions are the only team outside of playoff picture right now that haven't been eliminated. They desperately need a win going into today. A late season surge is what Ozuna and this emerging Stallions team needs. As we'll get intros underway here in just a moment. And, you know, there have been plenty of conversations about the Stallions in the past. The team that failed to get a ring twice and then hadn't made it back since that 34-36 quintuple overtime playoff defeat. A team that's known for their misery, a team that's known for choking under new leadership, and it just means so much more this season, especially with Ozuna, another player known for his playoff misfortune, entering the fold. The best he's ever been in the modern era since Season 9. And if he gets a win here tonight, he'll be looking for the division title and to get him in the playoffs. And as we talked about earlier on the pregame, it's basically Stallions and Seagulls versus, well, now that I think about it, Braves, War Dogs, and Stingrays. As Miami's in danger of having their division title challenge. However, they do have a comfortable lead right now. The Stallions are in third place, last in the division and the conference. So a win here tonight means just so much more to the Stallions team that's had to face so much adversity. And now, in just a moment, out come the Stallions, led by Ozuna. And Empire Field is just rocking tonight. I mean, what an interesting intro song choice. And, well, and what an interesting song for an intro. And the way things are going, Ozuna. Everything falls on him. It's just Ozuna. And we'll be back with kickoff in just a moment. This game's sponsored by Cognac. And I actually agree with the field. We have waited so long for this game to happen. I feel like it's been over an hour at this point that we've just been waiting for Ozuna, and now he's out of action again. I don't know what he's waiting for. Well, now, hopefully soon, we've got kickoff here. Ozuna showing signs of life, which is what he needs to do on the field tonight. And can we please? And we are finally done with the song. Okay, let's get this game underway. As this one goes straight to Ozzy. Great start for what needs to be a late season surge here. He read that like he was in a literature club. Here is first and 25. Gets downfield. Good gain to start things off. You didn't expect a short kick and a great return so early, but that has just been the struggle with one of the worst kickers in the AFA to date. Third down, and he gets stopped. Now here's a 4th and long situation. No man's land. What does he do? Does he go for a field goal? Or does he go for it? He's going to try to draw him off sides here. Drive in danger of stopping prematurely. And now he's going to call a field goal. From 45 yards. He's got the first down. St. Peter to start things off. And Hamilton's defense right on his tail, but he pulls through somehow. Turns nothing into something here. 2nd down, gets stuffed. Read that immediately. 3rd down, stopped again. He's already used his fake field goal. Here's 4th down. Will he go for it, or will he call a field goal? Now he's analyzing the risk. He gently draws him off sides. Not quite. He needs to get this. Will he? Yes! He's got the touchdown! The luckiest start you ever saw to a game. 48 seconds on the clock. In the first quarter. He doesn't get it. Short. To start things off, he got up just barely on so many instances, but alas, 6-0. The first points of the game, the extra point stopped by Hamilton. The defense has been all over Ozuna so far tonight. Made him use a fake field goal, forced him to a 4th and goal long situation. Pressure was on Ozuna there. And not the worst case yet. As this kick goes up, it's going to be deep as he's going to take this one. Doesn't get any yards on it, but a good effort by Hussar. Now here's 1st and 25. Down at the 20. Hamilton's going to have their first drive of the night. That extra point may have cost St. Peter. Talking about costly. He goes off sides. He's done that multiple times in his last game as he misses the tackle. The tip brings him way back, but What a great gain for 2nd and 9 as he gets the first down. Hamilton defense having no problems other than penalties, really. Again. He's got to be careful. And I don't get the means of having a copy and paste system just to say go. I've never got that. It seems very it defeats the point for me. As he's 3rd and long, he's gonna convert this into a 4th and 2 now. Definitely go for it, range, as he's got it and more. Down for a 1st and goal as the quarter wraps up. Final play of the 1st quarter. Here we go. Tags redo here. 2nd and goal at the 15. As he's got it down to the 6. And he's got the touchdown into the 2nd quarter. Hamilton ties things up at 6 apiece. Minute 57 on the clock. But now here's the reconciling play. 3rd and goal. Now he's got it. Now for the extra point. Already tied up at 6. And Ozuna, a big part of what he needs to do tonight is get things going on offense, but also on defense. As if you can stop Hassar. Six of 6. He can take a lead here. He does. Now we're at 6-7. Minute 57. And now St. Peter already down 1. They need a good response. Eventually they might have to go for 2. And this late night affair is brought to you by Con Sports and ConNet. Be sure to catch the exclusive wild card game taking place the day after this one, as that one goes into the Hall of Fame deck up to the 30 for a touchback. And this kicker is definitely league worst. But that wasn't too bad there. Ozuna gets past, spins down, the usual move. I don't know how he does it, but he just does that. Might be a mobile thing as he spins down again. Now here's a 3rd and long he has to convert. This is no man's land, not like last time. As he's... Oh, he set himself up for failure back there. He's going to have to go for it or punt. Hamilton's defense has forced him into a tricky situation. Now he's going for it. Does not get it. Turnover on downs. Hamilton's defense forces a stop. And already, that defense proven a huge challenge. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, he got it. The luckiest team tonight. Man. You thought for sure that would be a turnover, but just a few inches prevented him and fate. Now here's 1st and 25. He's set back up. Spins down. Gets about 9 yards or so. Goes to his left. Gets stopped. Too much motion in the backfield. 3rd and long. Now he's going to have to kick a field goal here. Unless he's going for it. But I don't know. Oh, he might be going for it. No, he's... This one's going to be for real, though. And it's wide to the left. Luck can't save him this time. Minute 4 in the half. And Hamilton take over up 1 with the potential to take a further lead. And man, oh man, Hamilton's defense are rocking tonight. Led by a Rookie of the Year candidate, facing off against Stavy. Although he's got the much more impressive record, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, let's see. And now he's forced way back. Might have to punt here. St. Peter. If they're lucky, they can force a stop. Now here's 3rd and long. Needs yards here. Backed up in his own side of the field. As he gets necessary yards, but he gets tipped back. 30-second warning already. And he just gets to the 30-second warning. And now here's from 62 yards, 63 yards. Could fake this one. And he will. Gets past. 1st down, Hamilton. All 3 timeouts, 27 seconds. And you almost thought that was going to be a stop. He's got it further up. Time is winding down. Might need to hurry up here. Ten seconds remaining. Gets the 1st down. 8 seconds left. 1st and goal. 5 seconds and he calls his first timeout. And he's in. Touchdown, Hamilton. They extend the lead. Can go up by 8 here. And now he's in. Tries to draw him off sides. If he goes up by 9, it'd be deadly. Is he in? Can he get the ball in? Doesn't look like he has the range. St. Peter might have just saved themselves a 2-point conversion later on in the game. No good. 6-13. 5 seconds remaining. Hamilton with 1 timeout. St. Peter with all 3. The Stallions gonna need to get a score in here if they want the lead in the second half. As this one's going long, way back. Up to the 30 for a touchback. St. Peter, the most dangerous kickoff return team. They're pretty good on special teams. As he gets the phase, immediately calls a timeout. 1 second. And now he's going to take a crack at a 62-yard field goal. Headed into the half. He's barely dodges the block. It's up and it's good. Nine to 13 at the half. And as we go into this 3rd quarter, St. Peter down 4. They can go up 3 with a touchdown, though. We'll review it. We'll be right back after these messages. In St. Peter, again, get bailed out here. And now they're going to have to kick an onside to prevent a double-digit lead. Here's the kick. And yeah. Thing is, if he double kicked it trying to just get it past the 30, that's fine, but if he was like well halfway through, he wouldn't have been able to, and that's what happened, and now he's going to have to redo it. And now he thought he scored a kickoff return touchdown, but not quite. And if he can't get this onside, his defense is going to have to force a stop. Down 9-13 right now. And now, whenever Ozuna's ready, we'll have this onside kick. And we're back here in St. Peter. We've had to wait for the second half to start. Ozuna going AFK on us. And let's take a look at Stallions history, shall we? With this Hall of Fame right next to the field and whatnot. Season 14, the year that the AFA was all messed up and whatnot. Won the Western Division, the only one they've won up until this point. Then won the unique semifinal trophy, made it to the Bloxy Bowl by beating now the Pioneers 31-28 in their first ever playoff game. Then a Liberty title versus the Jamestown Jacks, who are 5-3 right now. A strong opponent. They played them this season. They lost 34-28 in the final moments. A short history, but a relatively packed one. 2 Bloxy Bowl appearances. Ozuna looking to make it a third tonight, but he's got to get in the playoff picture. As always, this is sponsored by ConNet. Make sure to join the server. You get to see graphics, get stream links early on, and you get access to an exclusive wildcard game going on this playoff season. Speaking of which, playoffs starts on Friday. Tonight is Wednesday night, and Ozuna's got to get rushing. And if he loses tonight, which Hamilton have the win probability on their side, over 60%, as he's banging his head on the wall, Scattaboo style, trying to get ready to recover an onside. So much is on the line for the Liberty League South and the National League East. Hamilton's clinched the playoffs, but they're waiting to see their playoff seeding and trying a late comeback push to win the East, despite losing to Baltimore in heartbreaking fashion. And Ozuna, third in the division, needs 2 more games if they're losses of any sort to overtake Raleigh. If he wins tonight, he automatically does overtake them. A win here would mean so much, but a loss would mean he has to do so much more work to catch up to Raleigh and eventually challenge Miami for the division. And we have Ari in attendance. What's his situation going on, man? 0-3 right now, currently lead the National League West, by far the worst division, competing with only the Colorado Mountains at 0-2. They would have had the lead over Portland if they had just finished their game versus Jamestown, which is unlikely now. Portland could potentially take the division off of just games played alone. Another winless regular season, and they're in the playoffs. At Empire Field, the stadium fits this team's colors well. They reverted back to the beige and blue this season. And now we're ready for the onside. And now, to kick off the second half, here's your onside kick attempt. The Stallions down by 4. Need this here if they don't want to go down by double digits. And it will be a redo. It was at the 40. Now we're going to brush this debris off the... Okay, I guess not. Second half kickoff right to Hassar. How far is he going to take it? He might go all the way down to the 10. Faking him out. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And Hamilton recover it. Now Hassar down to the 6. I mean, how good of a start is it? He could have ran that all the way, but he wanted to be cocky. Now he's just trying to waste time here. Maybe prevent a St. Peter comeback a little. Nonetheless, will be a quick drive as he gets sacked. 3rd and goal Will he punch it in here? Fair enough. As he's going to punch this one in. Minute 33. And Hamilton already respond with a quick touchdown. Hurrying things up for... What if I do paint you as a bad man? Theoretically. Here's the extra point as he goes off sides. And now they could potentially take their lead even further. They did miss the extra point earlier. Now it's going to be a guarantee. Goes off sides again. Now he's going to try to bring this thing back up to 21. For the 2 point. Can he get it? Only from 5. Very likely. And now he's probably just going to let this thing happen. That's in. 21-9 is your score. And a comeback has happened from this exact score before. Let's take it back to the Season 10 Liberty Championship. You had the Jacks down 9-21 after halftime to the Newquay Solars. Who remembers them? And then they rallied late in the game and got a defensive stop. Not just a bad man, a terrible man, as this one goes way up. Could Ozuna get this? He will. How far will he take it? Down to the 30. Good return to start things off. And here is the ensuing kickoff. Not kickoff, sorry. 1st and 25, first snap of the half. He goes way back. Gets himself entwined in a mess. Definitely not the move you want to make in the AFA as he gets a flag going his way. Still 2nd and long. Play clock winds down. Only gets a few yards there. 3rd and goal. Has a fake field goal, but I don't know if he wants to use it this early on. He could. And he's got only a few yards. Still a fourth and long situation. Pressure-wise. Play clock winding down. Pressure on him. Avoids with a timeout. Their first of the half. Minute 5. 4th down. Pressure on Ozuna. Can he convert this one? Yes, he can! Down to the 1 for 1st and goal. And now with a minute remaining, he punches it in. 2 touchdowns in the first minute of the 3rd quarter. That actually has happened in this stadium this season against the Jacks. There's a 3rd quarter scoring avalanches. That one's going to be a tags redo. Try to get this game close. And he gets in! Good effort by Hussar on defense, but so lucky there for Ozuna. I mean, lucky boy, lucky boy. And now, here's the ensuing kickoff. Previously down 9-21. Gonna see if he can't try to at least get a comeback going here. He did get the touchdown. This one's gonna pin him deep. Or not. Up to the 32. Hussar might have got that, but there's holding on the play. He could go all the way, all the way, all the way. But that holding definitely affected the kickoff. Okay, that might... Wait a second. And what a kickoff return touchdown to keep momentum on your side, but as this one's going to be a deep kick, but for the 1 point, all the way out from 59 yards, the longest extra point that has ever been attempted in AFA history. At least from that distance. 35 yards out, it's up, and it is short. That holding penalty, although might have screwed over St. Peter in the short run, allowing a touchdown, it may have just saved them a point. And now they're only down 11, previously down 12. And a quick response was exactly what was needed here for St. Peter. 49 seconds left. Wait a second. Wait a second. That could be another kickoff return. Reviewing that would have been great if it was, at least for Ozuna. We'll be right back after these messages. And so after further review, it was just a touchback. A 9-yard gain. Ozuna taking this one down to midfield. For a 3rd and short, he can't get stuck on these 3rd and long situations anymore. It just cannot happen if he wants a comeback. Now he's trying to score quick here. And there's an evade on the play. 36 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Now held to 2nd and long. 2nd and 20. Almost got stopped immediately. Big gain for a 3rd and medium. Needs yards here. And he will get them. 4th and inches. He's got it. 1st and goal, St. Peter trying to hurry things up here, playing hurry-up offense. Although might be all in vain as he gets sacked. Definitely all in vain. Maybe he needs to slow down and take a second here. Nothing he loses by slowing down a little. As he gets a few yards forwards for a 3rd and goal. Might want to consider wasting time here. Is he in? Yes, he is. 6 seconds in the 3rd quarter. And he could have got an onside. But alas. Now it's in 5 seconds. And he's got the extra point in. 23-27, final 5 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Started to pick up a little. He missed Destiny by 5 seconds. The redo on that play would have given him another chance. The Ontario route artist to take possession. As that's going to be only up to the 20. Saved Ozuna 10 yards there off of that field goal doink. And it is certainly not over for St. Peter. Definitely not if they can get a stop, but it's going to break away a little. Now we're in the fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes of this game. Ozuna trying to come back down 9-21. Now here's 3rd and 10. Crucial down here. Ball placement. Crucial down here to keep the lead going. And he will get stopped just short. And he's got the first down up to midfield. Starting to waste time a little. Gets a short gain. Tip back. The tips have been working this drive, but he needs more than tips. He needs a full-fledged stop here. Second and long. As he's going to get a breakaway. Down to the 14. 1st and goal already. And Ozuna can still come back with a late surge. Not totally over yet, but... And he's going to time waste here. Going to get stopped for 3rd and goal. Now he's in for the touchdown. Minute 4. Good time wasting on that drive. Now here's the extra point. 34-23, up 11. And now Ozuna will definitely have to go for 2 at some point. Ozuna down by 11, going to try to field this one short. Can the 9-21 comeback be achieved once more? This one's going to go deep. Out of the end zone. Great kick to send him deep. I set it on low latency, not ultra low latency, as he gets a good run there. I do it on purpose, so I don't have to do as much when I'm reviewing it, because I've had to review a surprising amount this season. And so that's kind of why I keep it at low latency. As he gets the first down, trying to rush his way downfield. The strat. As he gets spun out of control. The River City route artist. Gonna have to redo that one. Tags redo here. As he's gonna take this one to the right. Gets out of bounds. Now here's 4th down for the game. And he misfires. 30-second warning. And Hamilton may have just won this. We could overturn this with just a screenshot of the battery, but a dangerous misfire. We'll be right back to review it real quick. And now, last play until the 30-second warning. Here's Ozuna. Can he get a stop again? Gets the first down. Now down to the 30-second warning. Pressure on both teams. One to make a stop. One to get down the field. Can't really get that many yards. 27 seconds. Second and goal. Gonna need to score quick. He has all 3 timeouts. Only 2, though. Tags redo. And he's in for the touchdown. Might have to go for 2. And now he's going to have to get another touchdown here. Now down by 4. Now for the onside. If he gets this, changes the game completely, makes a comeback all the more likely. We've seen a 14-point comeback. Can a 12-point comeback happen? That one goes straight to Hassar. There's going to be a holding on the play, but he's going to take this one down to the red zone. The game sealer. Still Hamilton got it. Oh, wait. Nope, sorry. Only up to here. "13 seconds left. Game in his hands. He can kneel it or field goal it or run it in for a touchdown, which he might. Four, three, two, one. Game. Hamilton wins it. St. Peter, the comeback was short. Should have gone for 2. And now St. Peter fall to 1-3. Not too far back in the division. Could still. No matter what happens next game, they do get into the playoff picture. But Hamilton moved to 5-2 and take over the National League East. Oski Wee Wee takes the dub. And that's all from Empire Field. 30-34 Braves. We'll have a post-game tradition here at Empire Field. And 30-34. And that's all from Con Sports. Make sure to join the ConNet server. I know I've advertised it a lot, but there's an exclusive wildcard game in the AFA. As the Stallions continue their playoff push, they fall behind. And that's all from Empire Field. Until next time, good night, America. From Con Sports, this is your host, signing off.